Hello students, so now we will be doing question number 2b. Remplacer les mots soulignés par des pronoms personnels qui conviennent. It means replace the underlined words with appropriate personal pronouns. Let's go to the first one. Madame Radhika est la nouvelle directrice de ce lycée. Now what is the underlined word? Madame Radhika. So you will replace Madame Radhika with L. So what will be the answer? L A la nouvelle directrice de ce lycée. Okay, now next one. Ils mangent de la viande. What is the underlined word? De la viande. It is a partitive article. So in such case, which pronoun we use? We use pronoun on. So what will be the answer? Ils en mangent. The third one. Les étudiants vont jouer au parc aujourd'hui. The students are going to play in the park today. So the students are going to play where today? At the park. O park. So O park is a place, right? So whenever there is a place, we replace it with pronoun e. Just like in the sentence you say il y a. So il y a, that y represents a place. So here we will replace O park with pronoun e. So the answer will be les étudiants vont y jouer aujourd'hui. Okay, next one. Il doit finir les devoirs. He must finish his homework. Okay, so il doit finir quoi? Les devoirs. We ask the question qui est quoi. So if it is les devoirs is underlined, so it is a direct object. Why? Because it is coming directly after the verb. So we ask the question quoi. Quoi for things. Il doit finir quoi? Les devoirs. So les devoirs is an direct object. So les devoirs needs to be replaced with direct object pronoun. So it will be replaced by les. So how you will write it and where we will place it? We will place it before the verb. So the answer will be il doit les finir. Okay. Next, lisez les romans. Lisez quoi? Les romans means read the novels. Read what? The novels. So here les romans, again it is coming directly after the verb, right? So it is a direct object. So direct object needs to be replaced with a direct object pronoun. So which direct object you will use? Direct object pronoun les. And where you will place it? It will be placed after the verb in this sentence. I will tell you why. Because this sentence is an imperative affirmative. In an imperative affirmative sentence, the pronouns are placed after the verb, whereas in most of the cases it is placed before the verb. Always remember. So lisez les followed by a exclamation mark. Next one. Monsieur et Madame Rane habitent avec leurs parents. Monsieur et Madame Rane. Here one is masculine, one is feminine. So we always take the plural of masculine. So the answer will be ils habitent avec leurs parents. Next one. Ne buvez pas de café. Ne buvez pas de café. Now the café is underlined, right? So here it's a partitive article. So here, just like in the second sentence, there was a partitive article. So which pronoun we used? We used pronoun on. So here also we will use pronoun on. So how you will write? You will write no, an apostrophe, no buvez pas. No buvez pas. Okay. Next one. Mes grands-parents se promènent avec leurs amis. So now what is the underlined word over here? Leurs amis. And if you pay attention, it is coming after the preposition. So here we will use pronoun disjoint. Why? Because it is coming after the preposition. So what will be the answer? The answer will be mes grands-parents se promènent avec eux. Next one. elles fêtent mon anniversaire au restaurant. So they are celebrating my birthday at the restaurant. So where they are celebrating? At the restaurant. Now au restaurant is a place, right? So whenever there is a place, we replace it with pronoun e. So what will be the answer? Elles y fêtent mon anniversaire. Elles y fêtent mon anniversaire. Next one. Robin et moi, nous sommes fous de cricket. Robin et moi means we are mad about cricket. So Robin et moi is, see here, the Robin and moi is underlined. They have been emphasizing on the subject. So you replace it with pronotonic. Pronotonic is used when it emphasizes the subject. So Robin et moi means nous. So what will be the answer? Nous sommes fous de cricket. Okay, let's go to the next one. Ma mère parle au professeur. Now what is underlined? Au professeur. Ma mère parle à qui? So my mother is speaking to whom? Au professeur. So au professeur is an indirect object. Why? Because it is followed by the preposition. Okay. So au professeur. So my mother is speaking to whom? To the professor. So au professor professor is an indirect object. It will be replaced by indirect object pronoun, that is lui. So the answer will be ma mère lui parle. Okay, next one. Demandez la route aux gens. Demandez la route aux gens means ask the directions to the people. Aux gens. Now here, aux gens, demandez la route à qui? To whom? Ask the directions to whom? To the people. So again, aux gens is an indirect object. It needs to be replaced with an indirect object pronoun. And here, secondly, this sentence is an imperative affirmative. If you don't understand imperative, imperative means commands, orders. So whenever there is an imperative affirmative sentence, the placement of the pronouns comes after the verb. So the answer will be demander hyphen leur la route. And don't forget to put an exclamation mark. Okay. Next one. J'ai passé du pain à mon oncle. Again here, du pain. It's a quantity. So which pronoun you will use? En. So what will be the answer? What will be the answer? J'en ai passé à mon oncle. À mon oncle. Okay, let's go to the next one, 14th one. Les médecins sont très actifs dans cet hôpital. Les médecins sont très actifs dans cet hôpital. It means the doctors are very active in this hospital. So the doctors, right? So it will be replaced by which pronoun? Ils. So you'll write ils sont très actifs dans cet hôpital. Next one. Mes amis attendent dans la cantine. Mes amis attendent dans la cantine. So dans la cantine is a place, right? So which personal pronoun you use? Which pronoun you use for place? Pronoun e. And where it needs to be placed? Before the verb. So the answer will be mes amis y attendent. Next one. Ce sont les actrices qui sont très charmantes. Ce sont les actrices qui sont très charmantes. So les actrices, again feminine plural. So feminine plural, we will replace it with elles. So what will be the answer? Ce sont elles qui sont très charmantes. Okay. Next one, ils achètent de maison. Il achète de maison. So what is underlined? Maison, right? So here you will replace it with which pronoun? You will replace it with pronoun on. Why? Because it is preceded by a number, right? So what will be the answer? Il en achète de. Il en achète de. We will write the as well because the was not underlined. Okay. Next one. Ma mère écrit une lettre à sa grand-mère. Ma mère écrit une lettre à sa grand-mère. So ma mère écrit une lettre à qui? À sa grand-mère. It means my mother wrote a letter to whom? To her grandmother, right? To her grandmother. So it is an indirect object. Why? It is followed by a preposition, à sa grand-mère. So à sa grand-mère is an indirect object. It will be replaced by an indirect object pronoun, that is leur. So what will be the answer? So now let's look at the 18th one. Ma mère écrit une lettre à sa grand-mère. So ma mère écrit une lettre à sa grand-mère means my mother wrote a letter to her grandmother. So à sa grand-mère is an indirect object. Ma mère écrit une lettre à qui? À sa grand-mère. So it is an indirect object, so it needs to be replaced with an indirect object pronoun. So how you will replace it with? You will replace it with lui. Okay, so the answer will be ma mère lui écrit une lettre. Okay, 19th one. Les professeurs donnent les chocolats aux étudiants. Les professeurs donnent les chocolats aux étudiants means the professor gave the chocolates to the students. Le professeur donne quoi aux étudiants? It means the professor gave what to the students? Les chocolats. So les chocolats is a direct object. Why? It is coming directly after the verb donne. So les chocolats needs to be replaced with a direct object pronoun, that is les. So the answer will be le professeur les donne aux étudiants. Next one. Qui fait du bruit? C'est Rohit mon ami. Who is making noise? It's Rohit, my friend. So here Rohit is being underlined. Okay, so here we are emphasizing on the subject. So what will be the answer? The answer will be c'est lui mon ami. Okay, so I hope you all have understood this. Please share your feedback with me. It will help me to improve. Thank you.